Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I want to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel. I am coming up on this Thursday on the 7th on my 1-year anniversary, and so thank you very much. I actually didn't check today. I try not to do this, but I've had over 1,700 subscribers in 1 year, and so thank you so much. That is all because you guys show up here and you do this. And so I wanted to celebrate my anniversary by on the 7th, Thursday night at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. I'm going to go live. I'm going to spend time going through each of the signs, doing something about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and then I will take questions. And so I will have my cards here, and I will try to answer as many questions as possible. So you can leave me a question in the comment section of this video in case you can't make the live, or if you show up live, you can leave me questions there, and I will go through and answer as many questions as I possibly can as my thank you to you to helping me grow my channel, and just because I really like the connection. I really like getting your energy back, and so if you want to do that, that would be awesome. I'd love to see you there. So if you do me a favor too, and right now hit that thumbs up button, and maybe leave me a comment and say hi today so we can get these videos out and spread the word in case a lot of people would like to show up and get an answer. So we are just going to cover today the overall energy for this week, November 4th through the 10th, and your overall energy is judgment. So when I see this card, that is you walking away from a situation or an idea, but it feels more like a situation or possibly a relationship that you know isn't good for you. Moving towards something, like answering that call, knowing that there's someplace you're supposed to go, something you're supposed to do, like next steps, but it's not been an easy journey. So let's go ahead and get into how this week is going to play out for you on that. And then I think I need to move my stuff over. There it is. Okay. All right. So we start out with that moon in Aquarius on Monday, and it got there on Sunday. And this is that creative problem-solving energy. It's there Monday and most of Tuesday, and it is about assessing a situation, and it is about the discernment. And it is about the creative problem solving. And I think that by we get time to get to the end of the week, you're going to kind of figure out where it is you're going with that new moon that comes in. That full moon in Taurus that happens on the 12th next week. So what is that? On Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. And so I think you're in the process of the discernment process to make the judgment. And when we're doing judgment is not judgment of other people. It's judgment of oneself. And so I think you're assessing the situation that you're in, whatever this thing is that you're trying to figure out. And I think it has to do with you figuring out, how can I be true to, oh, my nose is itching. Okay. How can I be true to myself and who I am and what is right and best for me in my soul growth, in my life, in what it is I came here to accomplish, or I'm choosing at this time, because you can come in with one set of plans and you can make a decision, to do something different while you're here. And so this is your opportunity to make a discernment, to make a choice, to decide where it is that you want to go and how you want to get there. And so you're being asked to have the oracle. This is you searching for answers from your higher self, from spirit, from your ancestors, your guides. So taking this time this week, this deep going in and just listening and feeling into the answers and what makes sense to you, because it says wait for more information. And you also have the Earth Guardian, which says to stay rooted and stay grounded. And so walking in nature, yoga, meditation, going out into the woods and allowing the wisdom of the trees. There's so much energy, but to cleanse through your aura, your system, to clear your head, to think, to listen, to really allow for the discerning to come in, because the discerning is going to come from your higher self. During Scorpio season, it's a lot about going within and searching ourselves for the answers. This isn't so much about information gathering from others as it is information gathering from your higher self, from your guides, from spirit, as you make your way through this process this week. On Wednesday, when that moon moves into Pisces, this is like really deep diving, okay? So now we're looking at what are we afraid of? What are we afraid of? And where are our personal boundaries? The ones we need to break through because they're self-limiting, or the ones that we have up to protect ourselves from other people who don't have good boundaries and they're encroaching on us. And so there's kind of that whole process of trying to figure that out. But this has a lot to do with an emotional situation. This has a lot to do with maybe a partnership. And it could be business or personal, but it feels, because it is happening in your 12th house of hopes, goals, dreams, wishes, spirituality, I feel like this is more to do with you overcoming self-imposed boundaries and fears to understanding and believing that your dreams, if you want to make your dreams a reality, if you want to manifest them and ground them down into the truth, down into reality, you need to decide what that is. What is it that you need to do? How do you overcome these fears? How do you manage these boundaries? So for this week you have, all right. Oh, wow. Craziness. All right, so you have this one, selling out, which looks a lot like prostitute, right? But I would like you to understand what this really is saying is prostitutes choose. So back in biblical times, if you were a woman, there wasn't a lot of ways you could make work. You could make money. And so prostitution was always available. Do you remember in Pretty Woman when Julia Roberts is talking to a roommate and they say, we say when, we say who, we say how much. That's kind of this. So not selling out and allowing someone else to establish the boundaries for you, but what's important to you? What are your guidelines? You say who, you say when, you say how much. It's your judgment to figure this out. And then we have procrastination, which tells me that this is something that has been a long time coming. When I see the judgment card like that, the call has been coming in. Don't allow procrastination to be detrimental. On the other hand, Mercury's in retrograde, and it's a time for slowing down and going within. And so I also want to encourage you to maybe take it a little bit slower, and maybe you don't procrastinate enough. You are Aries and you make up your mind, going, and maybe this is a time for taking some time, thinking and going within, and this is help from above. So again, you're being encouraged to speak to your guides and your higher self and really know what it is. And so taking a pause, taking a breath, deciding who, when, what, where, whatever, getting some help and some guidance, and maybe just slowing down the train a little on this choice, this decision. It's actually in the arena of choice, and what is it that you want to do. And then the moon is going to move on Friday morning, 6:49 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, into your sign of Aries. And so this is all about who you are and what you are, and it's you. It's the essence of you, and it's about having the willpower. It's about having the focus. And then on Sunday, Monday, you're preparing for the action that's going to come with that full moon in Taurus. And this is about, there's just going to be this energy, this desire to really push forwards on an agenda of something you want. It's a desire to win at all costs, but is winning at all costs what you really want to do? Don't sell out. What do you really want? This is your opportunity to make some really good, okay, this is what I want, and I'm going for it. And winning at all costs is not, I'm not telling you to do it or don't do it. Just be sure that if that's what you decide to do, that it's what you really want to do, okay? Because there's always consequences, right? There's always consequences. So you discern your way through it, and you're preparing for that action stage, right? Let's get you a little more guidance on that. I didn't really want to fill up this reading with a lot of stuff this week, because this week is really about going in and figuring out what we want for ourselves. And so I just kind of wanted to give you guys some basic guidelines. And so journaling, spending the time, look, it's choosing your path. This is what's going on here. the willpower, the focus, the action. What do you want to do? You say how much, you say when, you say, you know what. You decide. This is a decision point. That full moon in Taurus is coming right up, and that is, for you, it's in your second house of self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. Something you put into action like 18 months ago, something you were heading toward. Well, that cycle should be completing in some way so you can start a new cycle, and it doesn't mean that you're there. You're just at an inflection point. It's kind of like when the ball hits the ground and then it bounces up. Which way is it going to go? Now's the time to decide. Now's the time to decide. All right, so let's get you a color card, and then I really hope I see you back here on Thursday night. Okay, so it's so funny. You have white and you have bronze. And the bronze is strengthen your body. And strengthen your body is actually about eating right, getting enough rest, taking care of yourself, being healthy, making choices. Yes, it could be getting to the gym, but this feels more like if you need to sleep, sleep. If you need to go for a walk, go for a walk. Try to eat well, stay hydrated, and get in contact with spirit. And you have white, which is lighten up, but this is that white light of the divine. Spend some time in contemplation, thinking, conversation with spirit, and journaling out your ideas will help you keep it all organized and work your way through the project. Okay? All right, I will see you back here Thursday night. I'm really excited. You guys take care. Have a great week. It's a big week of discernment for you, making that personal judgment for yourself. And so I wish you a lot of luck with that. All right? Talk to you soon.